Ladies and gentlemen, what if the biggest difference between the people who succeed and the people who stay stuck isn't talent, isn't luck, and isn't even intelligence? What if the real difference is something anyone can build? That difference is skill. Success does not begin when someone believes in you. It begins when you decide to become better than you were yesterday. Many people dream about success. Few prepare for it. They admire successful people, but ignore the years of learning, practice, discipline, and patience that made success possible. Every achievement you admire is built on skills that were developed over time. No one is born knowing how to lead. No one is born knowing how to communicate with confidence. No one is born an expert. Every expert was once a beginner who was willing to learn. Ladies and gentlemen, your future is closely connected to the skills you choose to develop today. If you improve your ability to communicate, you improve your ability to influence. If you improve your ability to solve problems, you become more valuable. If you improve your ability to learn, you become capable of adapting to almost any challenge. Skills create confidence. Confidence creates action. Action creates results. Think about the people you admire. Whether they are entrepreneurs, athletes, artists, teachers, or leaders, they all share one common habit. They never stop learning. The moment you believe you know everything is the moment your growth begins to slow. Stay curious. Ask questions. Read books. Practice daily. Be willing to learn from both success and failure. Remember, knowledge alone is not enough. Knowledge without action changes nothing. Reading about discipline does not make you disciplined. Watching videos about success does not make you successful. Transformation begins when learning becomes action. Ladies and gentlemen, stop asking, how can I become successful? Start asking, what skills must I develop to become the person capable of success? That question changes everything. Instead of chasing quick results, begin building lasting abilities. The results will follow. Do not be discouraged if progress feels slow. Every hour you spend learning is an investment in your future. Every mistake teaches you something valuable. Every challenge strengthens your abilities. Small improvements repeated every day become extraordinary over time. There will be moments when you feel like giving up. You may compare yourself to people who seem far ahead. Do not let comparison steal your motivation. They are on their journey. You are on yours. Focus on becoming 1% better each day. One new lesson, one better habit, one more hour of practice. Those small victories eventually become remarkable achievements. Remember this. People are often rewarded not only for what they know, but for what they are able to do consistently. That is why discipline is one of the greatest skills you can ever develop. That is why discipline is one of the greatest skills you can ever develop. Ladies and gentlemen, discipline is what carries you forward on the days when motivation disappears. Motivation is powerful, but it comes and goes. Skills grow when you continue practicing even when you don't feel inspired. Think of a musician who practices the same notes over and over. Think of an athlete who trains before sunrise. Think of a craftsman who spends years perfecting a single skill. They are not relying on motivation every day. They are relying on commitment. Success is rarely the result of one extraordinary moment. It is usually the result of thousands of ordinary moments repeated with purpose. Every time you choose to learn instead of making excuses, you become stronger. Every time you practice instead of procrastinating, you become more capable. Every time you refuse to quit after making a mistake, you become more resilient. Never be ashamed of being a beginner. Every master was once inexperienced. Every successful person once struggled with doubt. The difference is that they refused to let temporary discomfort stop their long-term growth. Your current skill level is not your final destination. It is only your starting point. The more you invest in yourself, the more valuable you become, not just to employers or clients, but to your family, your community, and your own future. Remember, opportunities often come to people who are prepared. When preparation meets opportunity, people call it luck. But behind that luck are years of learning, practicing, improving, and refusing to give up. Do not waste your time wishing you had someone else's abilities. Build your own. The world rewards people who solve problems, create value, and continue growing. Ask yourself every day, what can I learn today? What skill can I improve this week? How can I become more useful than I was yesterday? Those simple questions will keep you moving forward for years. Ladies and gentlemen, there will always be distractions. There will always be reasons to postpone your goals. But every hour spent improving yourself is an hour that no one can take away from you. Money can be lost. Opportunities can disappear. Circumstances can change. But the knowledge, wisdom, and skills you develop remain with you. They become part of who you are. And that is one of the greatest investments you will ever make. Imagine where you could be 1 year from now if you committed to learning every single day. Imagine how much more confident you would feel, how many more opportunities you could recognize, how many more lives you could positively influence. The future you dream about is not built by wishing. It is built by becoming. Become more disciplined. Become more curious. Become more patient. Become more consistent, because success is not something you chase forever. It is something you become prepared to receive. So as you leave today, remember this simple truth. Do not wait for success to arrive before you begin improving yourself. Improve yourself first, and success will have a stronger foundation to stand on. Learn every day. Practice every day. Grow every day. Keep moving forward even when progress feels slow. One day you will look back and realize that every lesson, every challenge, and every hour of practice was preparing you for the life you now live. Success does not begin with luck. Success does not begin with talent alone. Success starts with skills. Thank you.